Hello everybody, welcome to this new section. We will talk now about Azure Cloud Shell. So Azure Cloud Shell is an interactive browser accessible shell to manage resources, okay? So you have it just here. So it provides the flexibility of choosing if you want between PowerShell or Bash. So Cloud Shell enable access to a browser based command line. So you just need a browser and you click here on Cloud Shell. So when you click on Cloud Shell, it will create for you uh, a, um, a storage here. See, for example, he said you don't have any storage mounted. So it requires an existing Azure files shared to be mounted, or you can create a new one. So for example, if you create a storage here, you will have access to a 5 gig image on the file share. So he will create a file share with a 5 gig storage. It's not a lot, but it's okay for you. So it's offer an integrated graphical text editor based on an open source Monaco editor. I don't know if you know Monaco editor, but yeah. So and it authenticate automatically. See, so I don't have to provide my password and username, and it's run on a temporary host provided on per session per user basis here. So here I can use either PowerShell or I can use the Bash here. So the timeout is after 20 minutes. If you don't do anything here, you will have a timeout here. So this is quite nice. Okay. So in this one, I will show you that of course I can use now what I want here. I can for example use a CLI or PowerShell. So if I'm using for example PowerShell is more like starting with a verb. Okay, if you don't really know how to use PowerShell, you can use my I will show you on my website Fluctuation IT. In the English part, I created a training on PowerShell for a beginner, so you can access it if you want here. So if I go in English here, and if I go on my video courses here, not the live training courses, this is live with a real instructor and other students. But in the video courses here, you will see that I have here the PowerShell fundamental knowledge. Okay, so you can access it if you want, and you can if you want to follow this training if you are not very comfortable with PowerShell. So PowerShell you can do for example get something, or for example you do if you want to get for example module, you will have all the module that are actually that are actually loaded here with PowerShell. You just have to load the module, okay? Of course, I will show you after how to install it directly on your computer. This is very nice to do that. So, for example, let's say that you wanna see all your VM. You can do get az VM. If you do that, you will have all your VM. Actually, I don't have any VM here. That's why. If I go here on virtual machine, you can see I don't have any VM here. That's why I don't have any VM. Okay. But if I do, for example, get, let's say, resource group, I can do, I can just type it. The thing is that the problem for me here is that, if I do, for example, like get AZ and I do tabulation, uh, I have a lot of information. If I do yes, he will tell me all the commands starting by AZ. If I do AZV and I do tabulation, uh, he's telling me give me all the commands starting by AZV. So for example, AZVM, AZ, like you want here, AZ virtual hub, AZ VM size. So if I want to have all the location in the world, I do AZ location. If I do that, I can see all the location where I can create my all my resources here. See, so if I want to select only the location name, I can do that. So I can go back here and I can do, for example, a pipe. So it's, I think it's this. No, it's 8111. Yeah, pipe. And I do select location. If I do that, he show me only the name of the location, so it's more friendly, readable. So when you go by this Cloud Shell here, you are using a AZ module. Okay, this is a new module because before it wasn't the same module with PowerShell. So if I do again the get module, let's do like that. get module, you can see that I have my AZ. So for example, this is AZ for managing my account. This is AZ for my to create VM, network, resources. So AZ AD, for example. So AZ now it's a new name of the module because maybe that you know the previous one where the previous PowerShell module before this one was Azure RM. So this is the previous one. Okay, now we're using the new one with AZ. So that's it. So I can have a lot of of module. If I do get AZ and like this, for example, storage, I can say, okay, give me all my storage. So for that, I do get AZ storage, for example, get AZ storage. If I do that, well, maybe it's not. So that's not a good. Okay, so if I could get AZ storage, I don't know if I have storage here. Oh yeah, I have. No, sorry, it was storage account here. See, if I want to see all my storage account, so I can do get AZ storage account, and I type it here, and he say me, okay, this is for example the Cloud Shell. This is for example the storage that he created for my Cloud Shell. Remember that I told you that he's using a 5 gig memory. So this is the cloud shell here, how to access to the Cloud Shell. You can of course access also to the bash. So if I do confirm here, you have also access to the bash here. The bash is more like starting by AZ something. So you can you can just say, okay, for example, if I do AZ and I do storage, for example, see storage, and I want to see all my blob storage, so I can do that, or AZ VM, for example, see AZ VM, and I can do sorry, tabulation here, or I can do I can create a new VM. I can the thing is that it's separated by the like minus here something. So for this, so for example, I can just give me all the version of AZ here. So I do AZ tier version. He will give me the version here of my AZ CLI. I can, for example, see I can say, for example, AZ group list to have access to all my resource group, for example. So see what I have here. I can say, okay, I want the result to be in a output table, for example. So I can do output table, and maybe it will be more readable for you. I can change a lot of things here. So we'll see all that after in a lab, complete lab. I will show you more example on PowerShell and CLI. But be aware that in all the labs, in all the topics we'll see, each time I will show you how to do something with the GUI, we'll see how to do it, of course, with CLI or PowerShell. So, okay, so be patient. We'll see all that after. So let's finish this lecture on the Cloud Shell, and now I'm going to show you how to install Azure PowerShell directly on your computer. Thank you. Bye bye.